All right, so we're back and ready to dig deeper into the future of auto insurance.
Yeah, things are getting pretty interesting.
They are. So let's talk about this whole usage-based insurance thing, a little more UBI.
Yeah, UBI. It's definitely a hot topic these days.
It is, and I think there's still some confusion out there about how it actually works.
For sure. I mean, it's a relatively new concept for a lot of people.
Right, so break it down for us. How does UBI actually work?
Okay, so essentially, UBI uses technology, usually a small device installed in your car or a smartphone app,
Yeah.
to monitor your driving habits.
Mm-hmm.
This data is then transmitted to your insurance company,
Okay.
who uses it to assess your risk level and adjust your premiums accordingly.
So it's all about personalized pricing based on your actual driving behavior.
Precisely. It's about moving away from those broad risk categories
Right.
that lump everyone together and towards a system that rewards safer drivers with lower premiums.
Okay, so let's say I'm a pretty good driver. I follow the rules of the road. I don't speed.
Hmm.
I'm generally pretty cautious behind the wheel.
Okay.
Would UBI likely save me money?
Most likely, yes.
Really?
I mean, if the data shows that you're a low-risk driver, then your insurance company should reflect that in your premium.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's not just about saving money.
Okay, what else is there?
Well, some people argue that UBI promotes safer driving habits.
Interesting, how so?
If you know that your driving is being monitored and that your insurance rates are directly tied to your behavior,
Yeah.
it might make you more conscious of things like speeding, harsh braking, or distracted driving.
So it's like having a little angel on your shoulder reminding you to be careful.
Exactly, and that could lead to fewer accidents and ultimately safer roads for everyone.
I see, that's a pretty compelling argument.
It is, and it's one of the reasons why UBI is gaining popularity.
Okay, but what about the privacy concerns we talked about earlier?
Ah, yes, that's a valid concern.
It is. People are understandably worried about their driving data being collected and used by insurance companies.
Of course, and that's something that the industry needs to address head on.
Okay, so how can they do that?
Well, first and foremost, they need to be transparent about what data they're collecting and how it's being used.
Mm-hmm.
They also need to implement strong security measures to protect that data from unauthorized access.
Right, it's all about building trust and demonstrating that they're handling this sensitive information responsibly.
Absolutely. And some insurance companies are going a step further by offering customers the option to opt out of certain data collection practices.
Really, so you can choose what information you're comfortable sharing.
Exactly. It's about giving customers more control over their data.
That's a good thing. I think people appreciate having those choices.
It definitely helps to build confidence in the technology.
Okay, so UBI is all about personalized pricing, safer driving, and data privacy. What else do we need to know?
Well, another important aspect of UBI is the potential for feedback and insights.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So imagine you get your UBI report and it shows that you tend to brake a little hard.
Uh-oh.
Well, that could be a sign that you're following too closely or that you need to anticipate traffic patterns better.
Okay.
And some UBI programs actually provide personalized tips and recommendations based on your driving data.
So it's not just about punishment, it's also about education and improvement.
Exactly. It's about empowering drivers with information that can help them become safer and more efficient behind the wheel.
That's really cool. I like that aspect of it.
It's definitely one of the more positive sides of UBI.
Okay, so UBI has the potential to change the way we think about auto insurance pricing, driving habits, and even data privacy.
Absolutely. It's a game changer.
It is, and it's just one example of how technology is transforming this industry.
For sure. There's so much more happening in the world of insurance tech.
Okay, so let's dive into some of those other exciting developments after a quick break.